Welcome back. We're Ron and Fez. 102.7 WNEW.
Fezzy, this should be interesting. We've been wanting to talk to somebody about this for a long time. We have James White from willitsell.com.
That's his book, available at Amazon.com. He's a former NASA consultant and now a full-time inventor and inventing marketing consultant.
We have James White on the line. James, how are you, sir?
Just fine, thanks.
Welcome to the Ron and Fez show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
James, you know, most of us think that we could probably invent something. We all get ideas. What are we supposed? But does it take a lot of money to get a product out there?
Well, the answer is yes and no. I mean, there are a lot of things a person can do for fairly little money. In fact, the product I'm working on right now, it took me only about $3,000 to get it into patent pending status and actually get some prototypes produced and on the market for sale.
What is it?
What is it?
Yeah.
You really want to know?
Yeah.
You know the problem ladies have with their necklace clasp, always creeping around to the front where everybody can see it?
Right.
Well, my invention is a little wire spring that holds the pendant in position on the necklace so that the clasp will stay at the back of the neck.
Now, that's something that's kind of simple, and probably women have thought about it before, but probably people never act on it, right?
Correct. Actually, there are several patents on other possible solutions to the same problem, but all of them require that the jewelers totally rethink the way they build their jewelry, and that, of course, just isn't going to happen. So,
James, now, in your book, do you teach us, like, let's suppose I'm walking down the street, I got one of those ideas. What's the first thing that I should do?
I call it step zero, and that's go shopping to see if there are other solutions already on the market.
Step zero, Fez.
Yeah.
That's before the first step.
Yes. And you don't have to let the idea out of your head. You don't have to tell anybody what your idea is. All you have to do is go shopping. You know, look in catalogs, search the internet, ask store clerks. I have this problem. What do you have that solves it? And lo and behold, about 90% of the time you'll find that a better solution than yours is already out there.
How long before you come up with the idea before you can probably see it out there on the market?
Well, if you're going to be taking it from the idea all the way through the process to get it to market, it usually takes about 2 to 3 years just to get it to market, and it usually takes from 3 to 5 years to start getting some profits back from it.
Wow.
Huh.
Now, Fez, did you know that it would take that long?
No, I thought you sold it to a company and then you were on your way. You're getting fat checks coming in immediately.
That occasionally happens, but it's extremely rare. Sometimes you can license things before you've actually proven them out, but most of the time you have to prove them out yourself before anybody's going to be interested in licensing.
Well, we told some people if they called in, we would give them the opportunity to ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind.
Sure.
It's James White, willitsell.com. The book is Will It Sell? And also you can get this on Amazon as well?
Correct, and barnesandnoble.com, or through any full-service bookstore if you wanted. And some bookstores do have it on the shelf. So.
Okay. How many inventions have you had, James, that you've invented?
Oh, I don't know, probably half a dozen, but I haven't patented any. This one that I'm working on now is the first one that I've actually filed a patent application
So
on.
you haven't patented any yet?
Correct.
All right, but you're on your way with this one, this necklace class thing.
Yeah, see, one of the most impressive things that I learned when I was researching the book, talking to other inventors, is the multimillionaire inventors here locally. One of them with 50 years of experience in inventing and selling, and the other with 35. Neither have any patents at all.
Wow.
Sales are where the money's at.
That's frustrating. If I was an inventor, I'd feel frustrated.
Well, I feel like I am an inventor then, since I have no patents.
You're almost there.
Yeah. Well, sales are where the money comes from.
Right. That's for sure.
All right, we'll take some calls here. Iris. Iris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Iris. You're on with James White. He is from the book Will It Sell?
Hello, this is Iris calling.
Hello, Iris. You have a question for James White?
Yes, hello, Mr. White.
Howdy.
Enjoyed Reservoir Dogs very much. I've had an idea for a patent. I wanted to take a thermometer and stick it on a coat. That way, when you're walking down the street, you'll know the temperature or you could take your own temperature.
All right, so it's a thermometer that's actually...
It's a thermometer, yes.
Right. Actually attached to a coat.
Or you could think of it as a coat.
A coat that is a thermometer.
And what I wanted to ask, Mr. White, will it sell? Will it sell?
Will it sell? Well, my guess is probably not, but it might. You never can tell. The real catch is there's lots of competition because there are already little thermometer tags that you can hang onto your...
What about this?
Oh, that's step one, isn't it? It's going out and seeing if there's already your invention out there.
That would be step 0.
Yes.
Step 0.
Oh.
What about a thermometer on the pants, and then you just lean backwards and take your own temperature?
Well, you know, now you're getting into just attaching it to different places, I think would classify itself as obvious and not be patentable.
What, a hat?
A thermometer on a hat?
I mean, still, you're just attaching it to different places, so I think you're going to get into the realm of obvious. The only way to find out for sure, though, is to write up your patent application and file it and see what happens.
What if I just take it and tape it to a pair of socks and then say that I had it years ago and sue the people who've also stolen that idea?
Mr. White, you can't try to forge or, say that you invented something before someone else did if you didn't, right? Is that wrong?
You can try, but it's likely not to get you anywhere except into a big fight in court, which you'll most likely lose. And just having an idea first is not enough. You've got to not only have the idea.
You've got to do something different.
You've got to diligently pursue it.
One more thing, Mr. White. I live in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn.
Okay.
And the neighborhood has gone pretty Arab.
All right. Does this have something to do with an invention?
No, just an observation, really.
Okay. And you're wondering...
Wondering why?
Your property, will it sell?
Well, that's another issue.
Right, it really is. At this point, will it sell? Well, I thank you.
You're welcome.
And I'm going to get on step 0 as soon as I can.
All right, well, thank you for the call, Iris.
All right, and it's willitsell.com?
Will It Sell is the name of the book, too, yeah.
But I don't have a computer.
Oh.
The local library probably has one that they'll let you use.
Where's that from here? All right, I'm going to hang up.
Iris, we don't know where your closest library is.
Probably the Brooklyn Library.
Yeah, okay.
But it's full of Arabs. Thank you for calling.
You called us, Iris. So, I guess a lot of people probably have ideas, James White, that are already out there and they don't even realize it.
Yeah, in fact, it's quite embarrassing sometimes. I know one inventor, in fact, on another radio show, the inventor's was actually had come up with an invention on a Friday, and he'd spend all day Saturday in the garage making a prototype, and then on Sunday he and his wife happened to be in a drugstore and saw it sitting on the shelf for $2.
What idiots.